In 2020, when COVID hit and the world shut down, I found myself overwhelmed by the city's chaos and the suffocating restrictions. I longed for an escape, a sanctuary where I could breathe freely and find some peace. That's when the idea of purchasing a cottage came to me. One crisp late summer morning, I set out to view a promising listing nestled in the countryside. The drive was long but scenic, with rolling hills and golden fields stretching as far as the eye could see. After viewing the cottage, which didn't quite capture my heart, I began the journey back, feeling a bit disheartened. As I drove along a winding road, something caught my eye, a quaint little cottage, almost hidden by the surrounding trees. It wasn't on my list, but curiosity got the better of me, and I decided to stop and take a closer look. The moment I stepped out of the car and saw the cottage up close, I was enchanted. The cottage was perfect, with its charming green color, a small garden bursting with wildflowers, and a cozy front porch that seemed to invite me in. There was a serene, almost magical quality to it that made me feel instantly at home. The air was fresh and smelled good, a stark contrast to the stifling atmosphere of the city. Without a second thought, I knew this was the place I had been searching for. It felt like fate had led me there. The cottage offered the perfect refuge from the pandemic's relentless grip, a place where I could find solace and tranquility. That unexpected detour turned out to be one of the best decisions of my life. The cottage became my haven, a place where I could unwind, reconnect with nature, and rediscover the simple joys of life. It was more than just an escape, it was a new beginning. I made an offer and purchased it. Little did I know I was getting myself into something bigger than I could have imagined at the time. My initial plan was to renovate the existing cottage and make it my own. However, I soon discovered that the cottage was a complete teardown. The old foundation was rotten and unsafe. The reason I didn't do an inspection before purchasing was because, during the height of COVID, the housing market was blowing out of proportion. People were making offers without inspections to increase their chances of winning a bidding war against other offers. I was one of them. After moving in, I quickly realized the extent of the problems. The floors creaked ominously, the walls had severe water damage, and the roof had seen better days. Despite the initial disappointment, I decided to embrace the challenge. I wanted a sanctuary, and I was determined to create one, even if it meant starting from scratch. I began researching construction companies and gathering quotes for the rebuild. It was daunting, but I was committed. The idea of creating a new, sturdy foundation symbolized more than just a physical structure. It represented a fresh start in uncertain times. I could design the cottage exactly how I envisioned, with every detail reflecting my personal taste and needs. The demolition process was bittersweet. Watching the old cottage come down was a reminder of my hasty decision, but it also marked the beginning of something new and exciting. I spent countless hours planning and designing the new cottage, ensuring it would be a perfect blend of comfort and charm. Construction began, and the project took on a life of its own. I found myself deeply involved, learning about building materials, design principles, and sustainable practices. It was a steep learning curve, but also incredibly rewarding. Each step forward, from laying the new foundation to framing the walls, brought a sense of accomplishment and anticipation. As the new cottage took shape, I began to appreciate the journey more than the destination. The setbacks and challenges made the final product even more meaningful. I watched as my vision slowly became a reality, a testament to resilience and adaptability in the face of unexpected obstacles. Months later, when the cottage was finally completed, it exceeded all my expectations. It wasn't just a refuge from the city and the pandemic. It was a symbol of growth and transformation. I had turned a chance encounter and a rushed decision into a place that truly felt like home. Looking back, I realized that sometimes the best adventures come from the most unexpected detours. This is a summary of the journey captured in pictures and videos.